Life before the campaign of Israel was a disaster. To tell you the truth, I don't even have words to describe it because I had no life in me. I arrived here to the Universal Church 10 years ago, during the campaign, completely devastated.
Eu fui abusada pelo meu pai com 8 anos de idade e segui a minha vida com essa.
I was molested by my father at the age of 8 and continued my life with this pain, with this wound, with my soul in pieces. So I got married to a wonderful man who wasn't a man of God yet. He had a daughter, and he had a very good and stable financial life.
Muito boa até.
And out of the blue, my 7-year marriage was ruined. I separated from my husband for 5 years. That's when I arrived to the Universal Church. My business had gone bankrupt, so I was going through a lot of financial problems.
Então, eu passava necessidade em casa.
I was $355,000 in debt, bankrupt, and I was about to be evicted from my apartment. Because when we don't have a thing, also, we don't have anyone, Bishop. When you have money, everyone's around you. But I didn't even have a co-signer. When I arrived, Bishop, the pastor was speaking about sacrifice, and I was paying attention. I learned about what sacrifice was all about, and the pastor said, "It's all or nothing." I said, "Nothing I already have, so it's all or all, and I'm going to find this God." Because he was the only way out for me. Money wasn't going to solve my problem. I was $355,000 in debt, bankrupt. My soul was shattered. It hurt me a lot because the worst thing for a mother is not being able to feed her children. On Christmas Day, I told my daughter, "All we have is potatoes and some milk." And my daughter said, "Mom, I love potatoes." And that was our Christmas.
E esse foi nosso Natal.
Bishop, I had one diamond ring that my husband had given me. And I said, "This is all I have."
Havia me dado. E eu falei, eu só tenho isso.
Bishop, it was worth around $13,000. With $13,000, I could put food on my table for about a year or more, depending on what it would buy. But it wouldn't solve anything.
Pouco mais, talvez, dependendo do que. Não ia resolver.
So then, Bishop, I sacrificed. The value of the ring was beyond the financial one. It was the only thing I had from my ex-husband and my previous marriage. When I placed it on the altar, I did not place money because if we were to think, "Oh, I gave this much to the church, I put this much on the altar," even if I was thinking about the money, I would have been only giving misery. I would feel embarrassed to think that I'm only giving $13,000 to God.
Eu estou dando para Deus 30 mil reais.
And within a year, Bishop, my ex-husband looked for me. I thought, how strange, I had no contact with him at all. And he barely picked up his daughter. And he said to me, "We've been separated for a year and a half now, and I want to talk to you. I always loved you. I never forgot you." And this was after 5 years, Bishop.
5 anos, bispo. 5 anos.
So he said, "Okay, let's get married." We started the paperwork, we got married, and Bishop, I got married to a new man. I paid off the $355,000. Don't ask me how. I negotiated and it all started coming down. I opened 6 restaurants, which today are the 2nd largest franchise in Brazil. 5 years ago, also in the campaign of Israel, God gave me a vision to take my business to the U.S.
Também na Fogueira Santa, o Senhor me deu uma visão para levar esse negócio para os Estados Unidos. Nós levamos com grupo de sócios.
We took the business proposal with a group of partners and we got the state of Florida with 30 restaurants. We have already opened 5 and these restaurants are above the normal. They have even reached the top 100 in the US, which is a very huge market. We are on the 13th place in the rank and I wanted to get the 5 most wealthiest places in the US.
E eu queria fechar as 5 regiões mais prósperas.
But my investors said that we could only get those 5 regions if we would close 100 restaurants. And my husband said, "That's simply not possible. That's $100 million."
São $100 milhões. E na terça-feira agora nós estamos nos reunindo com eles.
This Tuesday I'm having a meeting with them and I got New York, Boston, Washington, and Philadelphia. Also, my daughter, which would only go to school from Monday to Thursday because I didn't have gas to take her on Friday, is now going to study in Washington, in one of the top 3 universities in the world. One monthly payment for her university is equivalent to 6 months in the best one here in Brazil.
De uma faculdade aqui no Brasil.